Hi everybody, it's Katie. Welcome to episode 2 of It's a Whoville Christmas. I have really been enjoying this series. It gets me in the festive mood just to be working on a Christmas island, and I love the way that it's coming out so far. My first project for the day is to really work on this big community area right in front of resident services. I'll show you a little bit about what I have planned here. I found this big, beautiful plaza arch, and I definitely want to center it right on the building, and then I want to be able to put this illuminated tree so it fits right in the middle of the area. My goal is to recreate what is a little bit of the community tree where the Whos come out and sing around either the tree or where the tree is supposed to be. That's what this type of place here is representing. I want to give it as much room as possible, even though there's not a ton of space here. So I've got the arch down, but I can tell already that this path is in the wrong spot, so I'm going to pick it all up and get started into the speed build. I decided I needed a little bit more of a feature plaza path that was going to go underneath this particular part of town, and I decided to go ahead and go with one of the plaza tiles that's included on the creator code for the path that I'm using. Codes and more information about all of the custom designs that I'm using on this island are in the description below. It's a pretty big list. You can see here I start experimenting to go maybe back and forth between a couple of different patterns. I thought it might be cool if it tiled, but in the end I just stuck with this one pattern throughout the whole area, not only here, but also on the area next to it. Once I finish putting all the new plaza tiles down, I start back into decoration. So in addition to the gate and the tree, I have these flags I've customized with one of the Christmas patterns, and I'm using the festival flags as well, just kind of in red in a couple places. I've also got these new ornament garlands, and it really is a beautiful, highly detailed item that you can get. I popped this DIY out of a balloon while I was building, and I love it. It's really pretty. I wasn't quite sure where I was going to use it, but I did decide a little bit of a backdrop to the tree was going to be a really sweet place to have such good, strong design. I also wanted to put a couple benches on the other side of the tree, so in order to really fit all that decoration, I decided to go ahead and extend the path that I had, the nice kind of patio area, out just a little bit further so I could include more decorations. I customized a winter version of this little topiary tree so that I could put it down in the corner, and I really like the way it kind of tucks into the trees a little bit and it doesn't show up too boldly since it is green and it's winter. And then I have the turkey stand that I put down with the little tabletop trees. I did decide to go ahead and move one of the tabletop trees because I decided this would be a really good place for the throne. I remember, at least in the movie, there is a throne where the Christmas cheermeister sits, and I thought this would be a really good tilt to the movie. For the other part of the plaza area, I put down the balloon cart, and then I added a customized stall that has some really cute little cider items, just kind of the tea set, and it looks like a little bit of a mug and a sign, and this area looks really cute and came together super fast. On the right side of the plaza, I added a very simple little cafe and spent a little while customizing and orienting the furniture so it would fit, and then I went ahead and changed out the tile on the bottom so that it would be more festive, and it's all set too. The next area I wanted to work on for Christmas Island is a post office. This is a little bit of an outdoor post office that I imagine is a holiday drop-off center. I used the bookshelves as the backdrop to the area because they were the right color and height, and because I also didn't want it to take up too much space. I needed room in here to put together decorations, elements that would look like the inside of a post office. I put a couple custom panels down in front that have a really cool envelope post office box type of pattern on it that I really enjoy. And then I used this is a little bit of a sorting system that I've invented. I put a box on top so it would look like they were in the middle of sorting the mail, and then started dropping a lot of other little decorations around the area. Just little random paper bits, register, boxes, lots of stuff that would just look as if they were trying to receive and get ready to send out the mail. The next area that I decided to work on is an outdoor winter fairground, and this particular spot is really meant to be extremely playful and bring out a lot of the festive childishness that comes with a Whoville type of island. We have all of these new plaza items in the game that I just love, and I was really excited to find a place to put them, so I kind of came up to this little cliff area behind all the shops. I didn't know where to put the pathing, so I actually started by putting putting all the items down first so that I could kind of get a feel where everything was going to go. Then I went back afterwards and put down a custom pattern to finish making the area look really good. The last step was to just put a lot of the cute little custom patterns down for weeds to make sure I filled in all of the ground, and this came together super fast. I have one more area I want to do for today's episode, and I've decided to slow things down a little bit so you can see the space I'm looking at and talk a little bit about the idea I had. I really want to put together a toy store. To do that, I'm trying to figure out which items that are really going to work to create the illusion of the store, and I've started to see some really good ones using the castle. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see about these items here and try and put them in a place that kind of works. Unlike some of the other areas that I've done already, I actually have no idea what this one is going to look like when it's done because it may reorient a bunch, and so there might be a little trial and error in this speed build, but we'll just see how it goes. I spent quite a while playing around with different versions and different combinations of some of these larger items, trying to make walls and figure out where the walls needed to go so that I could have an enclosed toy shop. In particular, I wanted a toy shop that I could actually put toys into. Going the extra mile to try and create an open toy shop that you could walk into was maybe a little bit much to chew off from the beginning, but I was determined that there would be a way to do it somehow. I figured out how to do a pretty little box, and I like the way that the pink version of this medieval side looks, and I found the gate. I know it has a little bit of that teal on it, but I like that it was white, and the castle gate was wider than I thought it was going to be. I was thinking maybe you could walk under the gate and into the toy shop to help create a little bit of an entryway so I wouldn't have to figure out how to make the illusion of an actual door. After I figured out that the gate was probably going to be a good thing, then I needed to make the whole building wider, so I started pulling out all of the different sides so that I could create more space, because I definitely wanted at least that full spot to walk through the gate, and then also to have the gate centered, and it was a lot of work. Alright guys, I finished the toy shop building. I really do love it. I got a nice little brick path. Now it's time to go get the toys and start decorating. I knew I was doing a toy shop, so I had started making a collection of all the things that looked like toys and had put them in one big pile on the beach. So when I was ready to start filling this place up, all I had to do was go pick up that pile and I was ready to go. I knew that I wanted to put at least one shelf unit on the outside of the toy store so that I could really make the toys look as if they were spilling out, and all the toys were kind of inside and outside of the shop. It was really fun picking a lot of the fun different things to have a really good use for the toys. Sometimes I find I don't use them as often, and I really like the way some of the new stuff incorporated in. It really came together very well. The toy shop was the last project for the day, so now it's time for the tour. I'm going to do a daytime tour first, and then I'll pop back in and run through it real quick at night. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all having a wonderful December, whether you celebrate Christmas or not. I hope you found something useful here and continue creating in this game. Until next time, have the best Animal Crossing day.